Well, good diddly day, friends and family. How are we? Jabberwocky here with Queen Charlotte, A Bridgerton Story, episode 2. That combined is 4, but I meant them individually. I really enjoyed the first episode, actually, like a lot more than I thought I would. Well, that's a lie. I knew I was going to enjoy it. I'm just waiting for the sad shoe to drop. If you're watching this on YouTube, just so you know, you can actually get this reaction in full on Patreon if that so interests you. You can also get early access to stuff and exclusive content. I will put a list of that kind of stuff in my edit somewhere. If you are a Patreon member or a YouTube member watching this on YouTube, hi, how are you? I hope you're doing good, truly. I appreciate you guys. Just know that I love you for exactly who you are. Never change. All right, let's go. Honeymoon bliss. Oh, I imagine it's going to be very blissful. I'm prepared for heartbreak with my liter of fucking iced coffee. Do not judge me for this liter of iced coffee. How long's it been, babe? This the first night? That is a massive bed to be in on your own. And I say that with like a fucking king-size bed. Brimsley! Do you ever wonder, this is going to sound strange, but I wonder sometimes, no, you know what? I've changed my mind. The answer's no.
A few moments later.
What I was going to say is there like a point of like status or like richness in which, you know, you got like you're never going to be as bad as being like absolutely dirt poor. But like there's got to be like a curve where like the benefit kind of comes down a little bit. You know what I mean?
There is so much to take in here. The art, seeing the galleries of London. And I have always loved the theatre and music. Their concerts, operas.
Is she allowed to go out on her own?
How can there be? There is nothing in my engagement guide.
Then write something in it, bitch.
Brimsley, I am the Queen. I have duties, official duties, do I not?
You do, Your Majesty. Many duties.
And what?
You are currently enjoying the privacy of the first days of marriage, Your Majesty.
Well, yeah, it would be nice, eh?
This is my honeymoon.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Can you show a little bit of understanding of the predicament that I am in? Or did he I'm assuming he maybe does think it's legitimately best.
He is the king. He is well suited to anyone.
Right.
She is. That is not the question.
Oh, what is the question?
A female is present. I cannot speak it.
Ah, well then, perhaps we have nothing more to discuss.
Shall I report that to the House of Lords then?
You can report your incompetency.
In my day, there were 7 people in the bedchamber on my wedding night.
I thought Ned wouldn't allow it. I thought he threatened to break people's jaws.
Now it is the thing to give the couple privacy, which would not be an issue ordinarily, I suppose. A man, a woman, the chance to. But this is Georgie.
Has he never been, like, taken with the proclivity of it?
The king can be
Difficult? Distant?
The king is truly perfect.
The strongest of kings.
It is just that he
Long
has his
live
own
the
mind.
king.
Very independent.
A most original thinker. But
Is he just, like, super, like, I just want to be alone? Or he needs, like, his own space?
there can be no questions. Do you understand?
There will be no question.
Never a question.
All right, we get it, mate. She knows. She's not stupid. She can come to these conclusions with her lady brain, mate. Relax.
Has he done the deed or not?
My God. I'd have to make friends with every single person in my fucking castle or I just would die. I can't stand the sheer awkwardness of people just standing there silently. I'd be like, talk, for the love of God. Yeah. I could understand Brimsley becoming a comfort too. Can you call on him or like send a letter or something? Oof. Kind of actually like those. I was like debating it in my mind. It's like, do I like those shoes? I think I do. They remind me of like the shoes I used to wear when I was like 13 or something. I was like, oh, I'm such an adult in these shoes. These like 3-inch heels. I'd leap from one side to the other and see if he has to do it too. Damn, what the fuck is that? Is that like eclairs or not eclairs? Macaroons? They're macaroons. Holy shit. All of this for one person. You at least have a library or something. So I know she likes to read. Or she just like plod about the fucking house all day. All of this food! When did they get to eat? Do they just like eat her scraps? I don't know. Do you reckon she'll start running at some point? Yeah, just to see if she can get away from him. You gotta take off your shoes before you do that. Feel it. I feel ya. Mm-hmm.
However, there are some very special joys. Well,
oh, they've got 2 now. They've got another little baby. Adorable.
Frederick, what about your wife?
I have not seen her in 20 years.
It will not end with your generation. This bloodline will continue. You will make it continue.
Were it as simple as you suggest?
Singing would result in anything remotely.
I have a responsibility, I have a duty, but I don't...
Y'all are doing a lot of this when you should be doing a lot of this, you know? Well, actually, a lot of, like, ring on the finger. This did not look good.
Brimsley,
Yes, Your Majesty.
ready the carriage.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I was wondering how long this was going to take. Cute.
We are going to see my husband.
I'm bored, bitch.
Where is he?
Your Majesty, we were not
Where
expecting
is
you.
he?
The observatory, Your Majesty.
It must be very difficult, like, to toe the line between obeying the king and then, like, answering the queen's, like, demands. You know what I mean?
Perhaps this is good.
Perhaps.
Probably.
Perhaps it is bad.
Would you like to step indoors while we wait to find out? Warm up a bit, it is a cool night.
Thank you,
I
sir.
would love to.
That is very kind and generous of you to offer.
I bet.
I'm always jealous that the King's man has far better quarters than the Queen's man.
To be expected. I am more important than you.
Ouch. God, I'm good. God, I'm good. The first, like, the first look, I'm like, yeah.
Palace is asking for a report. What are you going to tell them?
Me? Why should I be the one to tell them anything?
Because they're asking, babe.
She could have seduced him.
She is a lady, pure and well-bred.
You defend her, babe.
Is there a problem? A deformity? Is there something wrong with his bits?
That is beyond the pale.
I am asking.
I am asking, he says.
His bits to be fine.
Oh, do you?
Large. From what I've seen, he has large, healthy bits.
She is quite the beauty, a jewel, but perhaps she is not pretty to him, not his type.
I don't think
I
it's
do
that,
not know
babe.
that I can define his type. Female. After that, I have never paid attention.
Fair.
Perhaps what they need is to simply spend time together, as they are right now.
What? You suppose they'll spend 15 minutes together now?
Oh, let us hope for 20.
Let us hope for longer. Damn, all of that in the time it took her to get from, like, point A to the observatory. I mean, they have to get down to business quick, I understand. Damn,
I'm getting a glimpse of a planet.
lovely. You sleep in here?
Come. Look.
Is this what you have been doing?
He has his passions.
Is this how you have been spending your time since the wedding?
Well, yes, it is most exciting. There is an alignment.
In this room you have...
Observatory, yes.
George, what have I done wrong?
It's not you, babe. Yeah.
Did I do something to offend you?
No,
Then
Charlotte.
what is it? What is so wrong with me?
Express yourself, babe.
Do not become unreasonable.
George, I thought you were visiting a brothel.
Do you know what that word means?
I know what a brothel is. Almost.
I have an idea.
You prefer stars to my company.
I did not say that I prefer stars.
You have been
to...
in this room.
Observatory. The only one of its kind in all of England.
I'm proud of you, babe, and you're allowed to have your passions. But can we just, like, have a conversation?
Well, I have been stuck in that stuffy house, being changed like a doll 3 times a day with nowhere to go, no one to talk to, and nothing to do.
You're the queen. You can do whatever you like.
Except spend time with my husband.
Come now, Charlotte.
George!
I do not understand what you complain about.
Just, yeah. Both of you need to use your words. Let's talk it out.
I am 7 and 10 years old, and
Jesus.
suddenly I am queen. In a strange country, with strange food and strange customs.
He looks intimidated right now.
I cannot do whatever I like. The queen is not allowed to go to the Modiste, or the galleries, or the ice shops. I cannot make friends. I must hold myself apart. I do not know a single soul here except for you. I'm completely alone, and you prefer the sky to me.
There you go.
George!
What?
He was just getting lost in the stars in your eyes, babe.
I want to fight with you. Fight with me. Fight for me.
Go home, Charlotte.
No. Say no, babe. Keep going. Keep the passion. Keep the fight. Oh, babe. I get it. It would be exhausting. But you've said your piece. He knows now. Whether or not he will is entirely up for debate. You guys are not subtle. Good timing, though. Yeah. Assuming that they know that there's a... They had a feeling that the conversation didn't go well.
I would not dare to define the emotions of the king.
Of course not. I only meant that he seems happy.
And what evidence of this?
He smiles.
A great deal of talking, walking.
Laughter. There is laughter. It warms the heart to witness.
What of their relations?
Relations?
Their marital bonds.
Bond.
You guys are so concerned about that.
The Dowager Princess wishes to confirm that the marriage has been consummated.
Sexually.
Have they boned? For the good of the country, have they boned?
So,
Say we believe so. We haven't been in the room.
Certainly. I mean, from what I can tell, I would say yes.
So it is a successful honeymoon.
It's been great.
Do you not, Brimsley?
It is a great success, yes.
Most successful.
Yes.
With more gumption, boo. Gumption, say it from the chest.
Excellent. Most excellent.
No, never mind. They've got, like... they've got, oh my god, what's the word? It's a bias. A kind of bias where you want to hear the answer. Again? Did you at least get warning this time? Oh god. I didn't need the POV. I truly did not need the POV.
He went to White's in Mayfair for the first time. The Gentlemen's Club. Apparently, as a titled member of the Ton, he has a right to entry, but they refuse to allow him in.
Fucking rude.
My husband is determined to make these people accept him. The Ton are a horrid lot. Even their maids are high in the instep. What was wrong with the way things were, I say? Not that I presume to understand. It's the title. Lord Danbury. He's been given a taste, and now he will not be denied.
I understand. Yeah, it's like a power thing.
I will keep the hot water for your bath on the fire for whenever you need it. You only have to call for me. I believe I should also need a salve for my inner thigh.
Oh no.
Oh dear. What if he puts another one of his gigantic babies inside me? Oh.
These gigantic babies. Oh god. I weep for your nether regions, my dear. God, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten. I had breakfast. It is now dinner time. I forgot lunch. Haha.
You must act.
I cannot make him act.
You made him consummate the marriage in front of the Dowager Princess.
What would you have the king do?
A gesture?
Can you, like, gently just, like, nudge him?
I will suggest some sort of gesture.
Yes, there you go. Just a gentle woo-doo-doo. But you gotta like make it sound like it was his idea. And then he'll be down. Ooh, I love this. I want a room like this. The green, I'm guessing it's a greenhouse, yeah? It's like a koi pond. Oh, she can finally go places!
Orange.
I can pick a fucking orange.
Take it to the kitchens for the Queen's meal.
I was just gonna...
I can pick my own orange, Brimsley.
Yes, Your Majesty. Orange.
Brimsley! Just pick it while he's not looking. Go, do it! He's not paying attention. Pick it.
It is waiting in the foyer. And there is a note, ma'am.
Great. I never want you to feel alone. Well, then come and join me for dinner once a week. Jesus. Is this the beginning of the menagerie? Oh, the dog! It's a puppy!
That is the gift from the King, Your Majesty.
But what is it?
It's a puppy!
I think it is a dog, Your Majesty.
Look at him, he's so cute.
Dogs are big and majestic. A pincer, a shepherd, a schnauzer, a dane. That is a deformed bunny.
Oh. I mean, I get it, but... It's yours now, boo. Good dog for sitting in that basket. Oh, he's tied to it. I thought he was just sitting in it willy-nilly. I'm just looking at the dog like, I'll make an example of you. Oh, he's so cute.
Your Majesty, I am the one person who will never tell you what you are allowed to do. I will, however, always tell you how best to do the things you are not allowed to do.
Oh, you need to only do things in a roundabout way.
It would be unwise for Your Majesty to meet with all of them. One would want to be discreet.
And if one wanted to be discreet, would one trust Lady Danbury?
Hell yeah. This dog with his paws out like this, just... Oh, the poor little thing. You look beautiful, babe. Does she use a cane in Bridgerton because of an injury? Or is it... No, it's obviously not a birth thing. I wonder if we get to... I don't think she's ever mentioned it.
What a beautiful dog, Your Majesty.
'Tis a deformed bunny.
Oh, my mistake, Your Majesty.
She doesn't want yes men. She wants people that'll tell her how it is.
Brimsley said you would be the most discreet because I am on my honeymoon.
You weren't supposed to say it out loud.
Which is going wonderfully, by the way. It is a splendid honeymoon. My husband is the best of husbands. He gave me this beautiful bunny thing.
You can recognize it, babe. I know you can.
May I speak freely, Your Majesty?
That's desperately wants that.
Please speak freely. No one else does. Yes.
You are a terrible liar. I did not believe a word you said about your honeymoon. Do not try that again in front of society. It will cause scandal.
Practice it in the mirror, babe.
On my wedding night, I did not know what to expect. He was old and impatient. The whole event was painful and quite terrifying. It is all right if your wedding night was not perfect or splendid.
Be honest. You can be honest.
Your Majesty, you did have a wedding night?
Mm-mm. There was a night after my wedding, yeah.
He was mean and rude and selfish. He just wanted to leave. He felt bad, I suppose, and he did not seem to understand why I did not want him to live at Kew while I am stuck here with no one to talk to, and then he gives me that piece as if that is to make everything better. But that does not make up for...
Your Majesty, I am still allowed to speak freely.
Fucking always, babe. Go for it.
Your Majesty, Charlotte, if you did not consummate the marriage, you are not actually married to the king. Your whole position is in danger. Great experiment is in danger. My God, you did consummate.
She's panicking.
when I say consummate.
She does not, babe. Oh, God.
Perform the marital act.
Does it have something to do with this great experiment?
We're gonna have to get you. We're gonna have to turn you into a seductress, babe.
Let us send for Brimsley. We will require drawing paper and charcoals.
I'm gonna give you a detailed explanation. Damn.
How many times does he insert it?
As many times as necessary, Your Majesty.
How long does...
Brimsley's scandalised.
No.
Well, I do not like George, so I do not see why we should need to bother ourselves to do this at all.
Just once, at least.
That is not... Your Majesty. This is Britain. It was not that long ago that queens were beheaded for not bearing children.
That is not going to happen.
That is not...
Yeah, express or explain it in the full scope.
Yes, but this is not my failing.
It's not, no. But it is a failing that you can fix.
He does not want me, and I cannot somehow force him to want to do this with me. And maybe that is a good thing, if I'm not queen, if we are not married. Then maybe we can forget all about this, and I can go home.
Explain it, like, explain the whole scope of it is what I'm trying to say.
It is a dog. A very rare and purebred Pomeranian.
I don't know why that would make a difference, but I also think that she's just trying to say that he's trying in his own way. I don't think he... Babe. She's just thinking about how to help her. Mine is just elsewhere.
Dowager Viscountess Violet Bridgerton, Your Majesty.
Hey.
Do sit down and join us.
Oh God, is she going to ask about one of her daughters?
I thought I would call upon an expert.
Expert?
You have a great many children. Yes, I suppose I do. I have a great many children. As Your Majesty decide.
The switch up, I love it.
Do what? Get them to want to marry.
Luckily they've just found people.
Well, it helps if they are in love. Love? Yes. I'm going to speak plainly because we are all mature women here.
Mm-hmm.
My boys are in love. They are in love with commoners. They are in love with Catholics, and they are in love with actresses. And they are in love with women who are already married. Love has produced over 50 illegitimate babies.
Jesus Christ.
Lady Danbury also has many children. Perhaps she can advise.
My 4 children have done me the honour of moving many continents away.
I don't have to fucking deal with it.
Marriage is a duty, not a pleasure.
But it can be such a pleasure.
Oh, it can be a painful, lifelong sentence.
True. She's got like the angel and the demon on her shoulder. One like proclaiming about love and the other one's just like duty. It's just contract on paper.
Blooming love.
Your flower metaphors make me nauseated with their sweetness, but I applaud your point. I shall simply find them wives myself, order them to marry, and they can worry about the love part later, after there are royal babies.
That was not quite what I...
Crimson.
She doesn't care, babe. She had her mind made up of that, like, before she even talked to you. As queen, could you not, like, give a lordship or, like, a ladyship or something to, or, like, a lordship to the father of, like, one of the commoners that they're in love with? I don't know. Like, figure out a way to make it make sense. Oh, what's wrong, baby? Let him up on the bed.
Go to sleep, Pom Pom.
Pom Pom. Adorable.
You are late. He will be getting up soon.
Oh, well, your gesture has short legs. Just one.
It is our honeymoon.
It is the new Lady Danbury. I have always liked her. She is not going to tell anyone.
He's got good taste, babe.
The palace already knows she was there.
Well, sir, perhaps it is time you levelled with me.
Yes, sir.
What is keeping him from her bed?
His interests.
You worry about your own side of the world.
Don't speak down to me like that, you tall bastard. Oh no. Oh, hi. Can I help you?
What does the Dowager Princess want with you?
I do not know.
It is my family that had a relationship with the late king.
Well, that is true.
You are no one.
Bitch, I'm your wife.
I'm sure it is only because of you and your reputation that they would want to meet with me. I promise to tell you every...
She's like, fuck, you're good, mate. Now I feel bad for him, though, because I understand that he just wants to be accepted by these, people who are just arrogant assholes. And there's no reason that he shouldn't be, except, they're all pieces of shit. They're all blinded, babe. And yes, again, as I said, I know the time, blah, blah, blah.
What did you speak to Her Majesty about?
Does it signify what two ladies discuss at tea? Tea is often about gowns and flower arranging and embroidery and the social season gossip. And if we are bold, the latest musical compositions.
I do not think the girl knows.
She knows.
She's like, sees right through her.
You are being purposely obstructive, Agatha, and I will not have it. Excuse me?
Lady Danbury, babe. You were the one who gave the title.
And I do remember one thing about this tea. Was when I understood our new queen had not yet realized that our titles are shiny and new. Is that not an interesting topic for an upcoming tea?
Ooh, you know it, babe. Yes.
Perhaps we should speak in a womanly way.
Perhaps we should.
If Lord Bute were
I
here.
believe I can manage.
Yeah, I'm capable, babe. God, she quickly masters the art of, the backhanded, underhanded compliment, doesn't she? And I love it.
I always thought you were a quiet one.
I am not quiet. It is simply that my husband is loud.
Lady Danbury.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know what is going on at Buckingham House.
Not a lot of bucking, I can tell you that.
Trusted ear. Do you understand?
Just say yes.
I do.
Well then.
Traditionally, when a title is bestowed, it comes with income and land.
Bargaining, babe.
Without those things, a title is simply a title. We all have needs, Mom.
You want money.
I think she wants status, to be recognised as a...
That the reason your father-in-law, the king, knew my family is because my father-in-law is also a king. And Sierra Leone is very rich. We already have money.
It's to be respected as a fucking person.
I need my husband to be invited on the hunts. I need to be able to cross the street to the best modiste to take the finest seats at the opera.
That is grasping.
Well, then you shall not have my ear.
You should be grateful.
You say you need to know what is going on over at Buckingham House. Assume the reason you need that is so that Lord Bute believes you have the situation in hand. Because if you do not, the House of Lords will be at your door.
You tell him, babe.
Is not that a fact?
You astute little bitch.
I am merely pointing out. You need to know what is going on over at Buckingham House. We need to be equal members of the ton. We can be grateful to one another.
Hell yeah, you go, babe. I don't think that it sounds like she's going to turn her back on Charlotte, but I don't think that. I just think that she can play both. She can play her best hand. You know what I mean? She doesn't have to tell her the truth, basically, is what I'm saying. Hey! Did someone whisper in your ear? It might be a good idea to visit your fucking wife, mate.
Hello, Charlotte.
Hello?
Is it all right if I join you for a meal this evening?
Imagine if she said no.
A meal? Are you... A meal?
Charlotte.
Fair.
I do not know, just away from you, wherever you are not.
Charlotte. Charlotte.
I thought I was doing the right thing.
Charlotte, stop walking this instant.
He truly does not understand.
You have no reason to trust me. I marry you and then I disappear into my observatory. And then I come in to dine as if...
Nothing is wrong.
But if you will give me just one evening of your time...
You'll explain?
Allow me to show you where my mind has been.
I wonder if there was an astrological event that he was just really into observing, and it just happened to fall over the time of their wedding and their honeymoon. He was just look, I'm so sorry, but the big stuff going on.
Would you just step away and let me... Oh my word.
Oh, is that Jupiter?
That
or
is
Venus?
Venus, the planet Venus. I am staring at Venus.
You are. I've been studying it.
Hell yeah.
See, a rare occurrence is coming.
Ah, yep.
And we shall know the distance from the Earth to the Sun. The transit of Venus, it is called.
Beautiful.
It will be quite the spectacle.
It is. Well, George, it is beautiful.
It is.
No, you don't get to do that. You do not get to do the "it's beautiful" looking directly at her. Yes, it is. Shit with me. You have abandoned her these past few days. It's not allowed. Rude. The pinnacle of rude. Fuck you for that.
Being king is a hazard. I cannot imagine how painful and cruel it must have been to have me ruin your wedding night.
It was kind of rude.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, well, I do not forgive you.
Good. Yet.
It's
almost like I wrote it, babe.
Yet.
You can make it up to me.
Yeah, it is good. Because we did not actually have the night part.
And?
We could start over. Try again. You are willing?
She's willing, babe. Only if you make it worthwhile.
It seems very... I think that is a reasonable idea.
You got this, babes. Let's go. You got to start on those 15 fucking children of yours at some point.
Does this mean you're coming home to Buckingham House?
He still needs his space, I think.
Buckingham House.
Oh, no. I feel like as long as he has a place to go that's his own. Like, I'm like that too. I need, like, a place that's mine outside. Like, both me and my husband are actually quite like that as well, where we just like to have a place that's ours, like just ours. Sometimes we just need something that's ours, and then we have everything else that's, like, you know, shared. It's just the way that both of us feel comfortable.
After the wedding, there was no possibility that you might be carrying the next king.
There is no possibility now.
They do not know that.
Yet.
And after tonight,
There might be.
there will be. I shall see you soon.
Why do I feel like something's about to go wrong? I'm here, darling. It's so awkward to just, like, have it set up like that, though. Good job.
But it has 1,000 tiny buttons. I'm suddenly concerned that my maid's made the wrong choice.
I'm very good with buttons.
That's good to hear, babe. To get down to, like, the bottom. It's like a reward. At least she knows what to expect now. I can't imagine what it would be like going into it with, like, having no idea what's going on. Here we go with them buttons, babe. It's like a fucking hour later, like, getting down at the bottom of it. Needed to peel it off her like a fucking unwrapping a gift.
Charlotte. Do you know what happens on a wedding night?
I know everything. I have seen drawings and had a detailed explanation as to what is to occur.
That is good to know.
I do not like the part where my head hits the wall over and over again.
Oh, babe. Oh my god. I feel so bad for Lady Danbury having never had, like, a good sexual experience. And hey, it might not even be of interest to her, let's be fair. Those buttons were very quickly dealt with. I'm just... Oh no, they're not all done. Okay. I thought he just slid it off her. I was just like, wait, what happened to the thousands of buttons? There. At least the Dowager Princess has nothing to fucking complain about now. Does it matter if it's not on the wedding night? It's not like it doesn't have to be, right? As long as it's done. Which again is fucking stupid, but yeah. Oh, she's enjoying it. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you both enjoyed it and have actually just come to a agreement. I'm glad you guys have enjoyed it. Look at you guys! Oh my god! You guys look so, like, content there. With, like, the little, like, platter next to them. Oh, beautiful. I want that. A platter of food right after the deed. Just sitting on the fucking bed. That looks sick. You know what else is good? And this is a really weird one. Some people might not agree with me on this. It might be a hot take. I don't know. Eating in the bath. As long as you don't get anything in there. But I have, like, a little platter thing, like, that I put over the top. And it, like, sits, like, over the bath. I don't know what this is. I meant to do that.
I never thought that I would see this day. Do you know how this happened?
I have no idea.
I will tell you how this happened.
It's me.
The
Me,
king
bitch.
Sees me for who
Yeah,
I am.
I knew it.
My value. My worth.
Let him believe it.
The old days are over. And that this is a new world. That men are men. Regardless from whence they come.
Let him believe it, babe.
This is the beginning of a new era. You know, I believe
Hush,
that...
woman.
Fucking rude. Let him be excited, though. You did good, boo. You did good.
If he has gone out for a ride or a walk, we shall hold breakfast for him. I would like
He's
us
left,
to eat
hasn't he?
together.
I do not think he has gone out, Your Majesty. I believe
Oh.
he's a visitor.
Politics.
Do not make me ask the
Go.
question.
Go in. Go in. Go in. Establish your place. What is wrong, dear mother-in-law?
You told me to charm her to make it easier for the crown. I have done my best. You told me I could not let her know me because I must protect the secrets of the crown. I have not. You told me to bed her. I have done so. I understand
Oh, she thinks he just did it.
that I was born for the happiness or misery of a great nation and consequently must often act contrary to my passions.
I understand that. Okay, she's putting them sleeping together and his passions aside, like, separate.
You do not need to explain it to me, Mother. It is me!
I understand he has got a lot of pressure on him. I don't think he did it purely for that purpose, but I can understand the misunderstanding here. Same, puppy. Same.
What a lovely breakfast.
Oh, cute. I love the way they all have matching hair.
She is gone. Your mother has departed, Your Majesty. I saw to it myself.
And
Oh,
Charlotte.
thank fuck.
The Queen is at breakfast in the dining room. If you would like to join her, I can.
Ooh, you good, boo?
Shall I send for the doctor, Your Majesty?
No. I'm fine. I do not need him.
Panic attack?
Charlotte.
She will never know of it.
Is it because you don't... No, babe. I feel like you need to be honest, but I understand that I feel like he's been pressured into thinking that it's a weakness and that she can't know of it because it's this great secret, which is sad because it shouldn't be treated that way at all. But again, as I understand, it's the time. I know. It's just unfortunate and sad. I wish it wasn't so. Good. Enraptured as always. I can't help myself. I just get absolutely I get in it, babe. But yes, I enjoyed that episode. I do not think that he did, they consummated the marriage because of simply just duty. I do believe that he does like her and thinks that she's beautiful and is genuinely interested in her as a person. But he's obviously been raised his whole life, as he said, his whole life, knowing that he was going to be king and all of the pressures and all of this shit, and not really been allowed to think much about, I'm trying to figure out how to say it. Not that he doesn't think about like the grand, what the fuck am I trying to say? Like the kingdom at all. I don't think he doesn't think about that. I just think that he has kind of been forced to think about that and himself and nothing else. Like the smaller like connections in his life, he just hasn't been given the opportunity to really connect with them because he's had all of these pressures and he's had to find things to keep himself occupied to not fall into like just this state of being so worried about his future and like his responsibilities and the fate of everything. On top of, I think he was born with I can't remember. I think he was born with health issues, wasn't he? I know, I'm sure we'll find out, but I feel like he had some health issues when he was born. So on top of everything, and then that's just exacerbated the issue, and I couldn't imagine, honest to God, would love the royalty and the power, the money and the power that comes with being royalty, but the responsibility, no, thank you. But like I fluctuate between being overly organised and overly forgetful. I can't middle ground anything. It's either I forget everything or I forget something vital or I am overly organised. Never in between. It's a fucking curse. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't already, feel free to like, subscribe and or comment down below and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.